Okay, so this next game that we're gonna look at, I played many years ago against an engine, which obviously uh, wasn't as strong as the engines that we have today. And I had the white pieces. I'm not sure the opening variation. I mean, when I analyzed it uh, to make the video, it went from Queen's Gambit Decline to Semi-Slav back to Queen's Gambit Decline. So I'm not a big theoretical expert, but anyway, I obviously started with pawn to d4. The engine went e6, c4, knight f6, knight f3, d5, knight c3, d takes c4, bishop g5, bishop b4, and here I played a queen a4 check so that black has to defend the bishop with the knight by playing knight to c6, because in these positions, queen's pawn openings, black usually needs to equalize by playing the break pawn to c5 or pawn to e5, and so by playing knight to c6, the c5 idea is no longer available to black. And here there are many moves. E3 is a move. E4 is also a move. Maybe rook to c1 or rook to d1 probably is better. But I played a move which I knew was risky, but I didn't realize that it was just completely losing on the spot. And that move is knight to e5. And if I was playing a human being, this might still be okay. If I'm playing, someone who was kind of at my level at that time. And if you want, you can pause the video and try to figure out what black played. And well, I'm going to assume that you paused the video. So the move is queen takes d4. And now, before playing knight e5, I looked at knight takes c6, and this looks pretty good for white because, I'm attacking the queen, and if the queen moves, then I have all kinds of discovered checks. So it looks really good, but the problem is that black has an in-between move, which is taking on c3 with check. And I have to take, and after queen takes, the computer recommends bishop to d2, but that still loses a rook. So I played king to d1, but I mean, this is completely over. And after queen takes, I played a bishop to c1. Now there is, if we go back a move, instead of queen takes, and there is a trick. If black takes the knight instead, then the position is still, white is worse, but it's not that completely lost. Now you don't take the pawn on c6 with the queen, that loses. The move here is actually rook to c1, and after queen d4 check, king to e1. Now black is still better, but white does have some compensation. White has two bishops. Black has triple pawns, and a7 is also weak. But black is kind of ahead in development, so this is an interesting position to have to play. Personally, I would take white, but again, black is objectively better. Of course, the computer didn't go for that. So after bishop to c1, bishop to d7, and I don't have any good discoveries. I want to lose the knight, and I resigned in this position. So that's what happens when you play engines, even if they're not the best engines. Thank you for watching.